I'm an optimist. In sociology, we focus a lot on inequalities and things that are wrong with the world. And I like to think about what can we do to change those things. And activism for me is a concrete thing that people do to make those changes. I'm Teresa Petray. I am a lecturer in sociology and anthropology at James Cook University in Townsville. Activism is people getting together and working collectively to try and make those changes, and I find that really exciting and really optimistic and uplifting. And the reason that I study activism is because I want to improve what activists are doing and strengthen how they're working together. I started doing my PhD on Aboriginal activism in Townsville. I'm interested in activism generally and social movements and people working together to change things that are wrong in the world. During my PhD, one of my research participants asked me to put up an online petition. We emailed it around to our networks and we put it up on Facebook, and I don't think any of us were on Twitter yet at that point. And we got 300 or 400 signatures from people from around the world, and then nothing happened with it. So I was interested in why something like an online petition is seen as the go-to kind of activism when really it's probably not going to make much of a difference at all. More recently I've been doing research looking in depth at Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and other kinds of social media that Aboriginal activists are using to get their message across. So by having these conversations on social media, activists can get a feel for who they are, how they can work together, and what they can do about the problems. And I think that that's really effective. When I started researching social media activism and Aboriginal activism, I found this whole pile of Aboriginal social media users in cities and in regional and rural areas who are using social media really, really effectively. I don't just want to talk to other academics as a sort of intellectual exercise. I'd like to actually make some practical suggestions to people so that we can be doing social media activism better. So clearly we're not in an apathetic age where no one cares what's going on in the world. The cat videos, if they are trying to lull us into a sense of complacency, haven't really worked yet. People are unhappy and they're telling their governments, each other, and the world what they're unhappy about. So there's 3 things in my research that I've identified as really important for social media activism. In general, we see success in social media activism campaigns which have clear targets, clear actions, and clear constituents. But I think what's really interesting about activism is that people will find a way to have a voice. I guess the most important thing is for activists, you have to do more than just click like or click share. It isn't about changing your profile picture to a color orange to raise awareness about something. You have to actually get out and do something about it. It's the activism that moves from online to offline that really makes a difference.